this series. In all probability, it's looking like a 2-0 even for me, because individually everyone's looking good. Olivia, for example, and it's Dust too, right? Like the nerves could be a problem because ZAI, they've lost a couple of games already. And for me, the biggest problem is forget the tactical side of things. Dust 2, you don't really need those 2000 brain, 2000 IQ, Galaxy brain style of Counter-Strike here. But the problem is aggression is nice, but for me, Ronin pushing lower dark with an AWP against, well, pistols on a CD side, these are things you don't want to see, Dinko. He's an exciting player, but
Yeah.
aggression and over-aggression and lack of cohesion, I think that's going to be the Achilles heel for this team.
I think the decision making is really rough on the roster. They're a little bit overconfident in the individual department. Yeah, okay, they have good individuals, but they're not insane, right? They're not going to be taking on the best in the region. So when they go on up against some of these better teams, and I think Beyond are a good little starter for them because they're kind of like at the end of the top teams. You know, they're not quite up near the very top, but they're up there. So I feel like there's probably one of the best teams to kind of start their affair when they're playing against these better teams and see how they shape up. I have a feeling that it's just going to be a pretty rough showing. I feel like Beyond are going to just backhand them. I think we're always going to have moments from Rona. I think we're going to have moments from these individuals, but for the most part, it should be Beyond just walking away with a win, taking the lead, and smashing HUAT side.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the recent stats as well. Beyond have lost all past 5 of the games, but it's been against the likes of Invictus and Ty Lewis. Here we go, Olivia, who was phenomenal yesterday, and it's just a slaughter at mid, Dinko. They're getting just mauled alive. Neff replies back alongside Ronin, and suddenly, this is doable. As Ronin, 27 HP, looking for the player, but KNTZ, he shuts it down. It looked a little scary there for a moment for Beyond, after getting the first 3 initial kills. Neff and Ronin almost bringing it back, but in the end, it was not going to be enough, and a very, very quick start to the map.
Yeah, impressive stuff coming in from Beyond, and they get it done. HUAT side not able to pick it up, not able to really look too solid at all. So right down to the eco, they don't get the bomb plant, they don't get any extra cash to play with going into round number 2. There should be another round for Beyond, absolutely no problems. QQ. Player cross now by Spiels. Oh, it'll be the...
Oh, I love that.
That's so nice.
I love the timing.
And mid kill. And while Olivia now pushing forward in towards short, he's got the MP9. It's going to work out for at least one. Probably should have got more than one there, Blair, but he goes down nonetheless. There's a rifle back on the ZAI ramp, and Beyond just clean up these rounds, not really losing too many players. Just the one in the hands of Olivia, but other than that, it's another clean round win here for the Thai side.
I love how QQ is in overfacing as well. This is a Beyond that. Again, I'm gonna just talk a bit about the recent results. Right, 1-2 to Ty. They took down Tyloo and Mirage, and that too, just breaking apart Tyloo's defense, and just looking so solid overall. And that's so impressive from them. 1-2 against Invictus, and like you said, yeah, they're losing 2-1 to the best in Asia. So they're doing something right. Individually, I still feel they're not on par with the individuals on Tyloo. You talk about somebody and, you know, Attacker and the gang. It's going to be hard to do that against Tyloo. I don't think there's any team in the region who have the firepower of Tyloo. But what works beyond is the sum of the parts. It's not just the individual bits. And I feel like the only weak point, the only complaint I probably have would be QQ having too many quiet games. And it's not about him, like, you know, having to play all the crap roles, as you like to say. It's just that he doesn't seem to be on the same level as a May roles, as an SDK, as an Olivia, or even a KNTZ. And I feel that could be the only chink in the armor, so to speak, right now for this team. But yeah, against ZAI, as long as they play the game, they should be looking good here. Hit coming in towards short. They have a player towards upper tunnels and one just holding long. Just trying to find the opening picks here. I'm a little surprised Beyond didn't go for a more aggro play, I think, looking at the weaponry they have and the fact that it's kind of a bonus round for them.
Yeah, it's all about turning some of these weaker weapons into extra cash, right? With this round, you're going to be looking so solid, you don't have to invest in anything else. This might just go all wrong for them. Spiels is going to be the front man in towards the ZAI bomb site. KTZ position on the ramp, but Olivia, he's got the first kill. Opening kill does go in favor of Beyond, and now they move forward. Spiels trying to play at the gap on the left side of the smoke. Check the right side, but Mayrolls is tucked in the corner here. Blaze tucked away. There should be a kill for him. If Bulbasaur cannot pick up the headshot, it's one picked up. It's KTZ. MP7 now rattles into the open. It only gets one, but it's still enough. A 3 versus 2, but Olivia, I feel like he could have waited a little bit there. I feel like he had his teammate in behind him, Blair. There was no need to face the site, but he goes down. Still a 2 versus 2. Splashkeep and Spiels, who is incredibly low in HP. 14, still fragging. Gets a 3rd kill in the round, and now it's just QQ having to pull off the clutch. He's got the 1st and surely the 2nd. There it is from QQ. It'll be a step up and delivery in the 1 versus 2 clutch to get a 3rd round on the board for Beyond. I mean, these rounds are close, but that was a bit of a bonus play.
That was definitely a bonus. I agree with you. I think Olivia played that perfectly until the point where he just peeked out right before his teammates. But I can also kind of understand why he did it, mainly because the bomb just got planted and he wanted to ensure that the two Ts where, they remain on the A bomb so they're not able to cross on over or get into more comfortable post-plant positions. So Beyond, yeah, they lose 4 guns, but it was going to be a bonus round anyway, and an AK upgrade coming in for QQ. And yeah, QQ did give him a little bit of criticism there, but if you're going to clutch rounds out like that, yeah, I'm going to be keeping my mouth shut. It is going to be the buy, of course, for HUAT ZAI. 3rd round loss bonus, alongside the fact that they did get the bomb down. That's going to give them enough money for a pretty comfortable buy. The problem now for them is the fact that Beyond, they have the weaponry as well. 3 rifles, a couple of AWPs in the hands of the trusty old Olivia and Merolds. And HUAT ZAI, a lot of work to do.
Neff, crosses to the left side. It's going to be QQ with the kill. Now they cross on by. Smoke goes down for the CT cross. HUAT ZAI starting to move forward. Splashkeep. Oh, a lot of damage being done here on the HUAT ZAI. This is not the start they would have hoped for. And not the finish, perhaps, as well here on the B-bomb side. May rolls. Oh, he's got caught. He's got caught stripped by Ronin, who gets 2, Blair. How has he just cracked open the B-bomb site on his own? They've taken the site. Now it has to be the retake from Beyond. They have only got 2 flashbangs and a Molotov across 2 players. What a round from Ronin. We were waiting for it. We were waiting for his moment where he would shine. Now it has to be the retake. Olivia outside the door, but look at Ronin. He's not going to sit in the B-bomb site. He goes round behind them, Blair. This is so huge. There's another kill. Ronin, a 3rd in the round, and that's just KTZ left alone, trying to win this 1 versus 1. There's still a little bit of time left. He's still got that kit. He has still got utility, but he's not using any of it. And Ronin, 4 kills. He just single-handedly mauled Beyond.
That was again, like, it's Ronin doing Ronin things, just running out, but so questionable from Merolds there with the AWP. I mean, you have a teammate playing from Ka. You had QQ's got a couple of kills. Now, the time it took for him to get towards window, your teammate's outside B doors. Ronin's outside. Why is he not looking towards tunnels? It's just some weird individual decisions coming out from both the teams, although the round will be won. Olivia spots the head. Oh, it misses a shot. He's going to repeat. He's going to repeat. He's going to do the smart thing and fall on back. Now they know where an op is. And this is, mind you, the force buy. Deagles for Beyond. And HUAT ZAI is going to come towards short QQ. I think he's been spotted out. Nev's going to come jumping around the corner and a flying headshot. And that should be the save. The retake's not going to happen, and immediately Beyond's just going to leg it. They don't have any money. And even if they just have the pistols, it's best not to face. Although I believe Neff is definitely going to be going on the hunt.
Oh, Olivia. It's sort of Bulbasaur now. Neff trying to come through the window. He's going to find the head of STK. Just trying to jump around the corner. May Rolls has a good angle. It's going to be difficult for Neff unless he just jumps around and somehow hits a flying headshot. We've seen that come through a lot in the Asian region, but it's not going to happen here. May Rolls gets aggressive, catches the timing perfectly, and Neff going down. Spiel's now trying to pick it up. I mean, you don't want to lose too many players here, HUAT ZAI. The money's not in a brilliant spot. Spiels does get rid of KTZ, but he goes down to May Rolls, and they do lose a few players there, Bless. 3 rebuys, and they've given away a rifle.
Yeah, not too bad for Beyond, and more importantly, they save the AWP, so the rest of them aren't going to really buy up, but these 2 rifles could be a hindrance for HUAT ZAI. Money's not terrible, though. T-side, they get the bomb down, they win the round, and yeah, they lost too many guns there. And I felt like the hunt was unnecessary, if you ask me. But they did send the Mag-10 and the Galil, so yeah, it's kind of understandable. Olivia. Oh, boy. It's going to appear on top of mid. Not finding anyone. Immediately peeling back. And his B-bomb into contact play. And Meryl's caught looking the wrong way, avoiding the flashbang. And he's trapped in a corner. His team needs to help him out here, but it's nothing he can do. He just has a USP and spiels. He's going to have no trouble getting the kill. And if I'm KNTZ, I'm just falling on back. Oh, wait, hold on. SDK. He finds 2 with a USP. What was that? How was that?
Absolutely no idea. Now he's just put his team in a winnable position. Ronan, through the doors, he's been an absolute animal. Winning rounds on his own, turning it in their favor. And again, he gets caught around the backside. QQ, not ready for him. And Ronan, he's jiggle peeking. Knows the opposite there. This kid's insane. That's so sick. 7-3. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And you can see already, Blur, his aggression, it's still coming through. But against Beyond, it just seems... what? Like, that's a matchmaking position you have to check. Like, come on, guys. Why you run onto the B-bomb side and not checking car? That's just ridiculous, really. But back to the point, a little bit of a positive note. I mean, Ronan today against Beyond, we're still seeing the aggression come through. We're still seeing the classic aggression, but it seems much more calculated.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say, right? You live, you learn. And HUAT ZAI, they have learned some harsh lessons indeed in the past couple of games they've played. Yeah, this Ronan kid's sick though. I love how it just completely, utterly just wrecked KNTZ there. Well, it's a buy from Beyond though. Oh no, KNTZ almost gets taken down and SDK comes running around the corner, but now hit coming in towards short. Now Olivia's there. He's hearing all these footsteps and they won't be expecting his position. Olivia, oh, he whiffs it, Dinko. That was just atrocious from Olivia. That's something I don't think I've ever said. And now it's a 3v3. They still have SDK towards long. And of course, HUAT ZAI are very well aware of it. They have Spiels just floating around mid, but just looking everywhere else apart from taking the duel with Meryl's. And that's a free kill. And suddenly, this retake is very, very doable indeed. But Splashky, the veteran of the Singaporean scene with the AWP. Bulbasaur is going to strike. He finds QQ. Splashky, flick shot, misses. Gets taken down. It's a 1v1. And SDK is good for those. He picks up a 3k and the 1v2 clutch. And that's Beyond bringing one round their way. I like Splashky, Dinko.
Yeah.
I've met him so many times. I've hung out with him. The guy's a super nice guy. And, well, was a prodigy early in the day. This guy started playing Counter-Strike when he was like 12 on LAN with his elder brother and some of the veterans in the Singaporean scene. And he was always this really sharp, super good player with the rifles, with the AWP. But I gotta say, so far, at least, ever since his army thing where as a Singaporean citizen you have to be in army for a couple of years, he seems to have lost a spark. I won't lie. He has been, I wouldn't say the weak link. He's had his moments, but he's no longer the player he once was. And let's be real, you're given an AWP, you're playing in the major qualifier, like you're supposed to hit these shots. You're supposed to hit some of these very, very easy, very, very typical shots. And I can easily, on the top of my head, name like about 7 or 8 Oppas playing in this tournament who are way better than him right now. Yeah,
definitely. There's so many talented players on the AWP. And well, oh god, Spiels with a headshot. KTC going down, bomb planted, Blur, man advantage on the Deagles. Is it going to happen? QQ, has he just been spotted? Might have been, and well, he's going to run anyway. It's going to be an easy kill, burning away. Splashky, QQ with one of the FAMAS, and now it's Bulbasaur into 1 versus 2. Deagle in hand versus 2 CTs, peeking in from vastly different positions. He was always dead in that position. So 5-2-3. I mean, that is around that HUAT ZAI can be very happy with. Look how much damage they've done.
Look how much money they've made. They got a bomb down, taking away 3 guns like you mentioned. Yeah, it's just pretty grim for Beyond. So even though the buy is going to be coming in, a couple of these players are going to be strapped for cash. Majority of them, in fact, almost all of them. STK and KNTZ, they have like, and QQ, they have like $1,000 remaining in the bank. Olivia and Meryl's are down to nothing. Yeah, they lose this one. If Water is able to break that B bomb side again, it's going to be a streak of rounds, most likely going the way of the Singaporean side. But you know what, Dinko? It's still beyond in the lead. It's still 5-3 as we reach the halfway mark of this first half.
Smoke down. It's going to be KTZ tucked in the blue corner. A couple of players have already run out of long, so he's going to be under a little bit of pressure as they start to move towards him. Luckily, he has QQ off to his left side, so they can deal with him together. And now the push comes through. KTZ is going to be hard checked. QQ goes down as well, and that's round done. That should be the save call now. There's absolutely no way you can do anything. You lose both players outside long immediately. They don't even do any damage, blow. They don't get a single bullet off, it feels. And that is just clean and clinical.
That's just brutality. Absolutely wrecked. And they're going to be coming in from short. And Olivia, well, if it gets nothing done, Ronin just deletes the last two players. How did it get the... What? That was so fast, Dinko. And we said about how they can break the economy and how they can string a number of rounds together. But that was just a non-existent defense from Beyond. Completely just smash in the face. Splashka finds one. Ronin opens up as well, finding KNTZ. And then just look at this. 1 and 1, 2, 3. Second kill as well. Just brutal stuff from Ronin. And this kid's popping off here. And the problem for Beyond is if they're not able... Ronin can be countered. He is hyper aggressive. The thing is, Beyond aren't really playing like the favorites right now. If that makes sense, right? They're playing it very tepid. I guess not timid, but more like tepid. They're kind of feeling things out. They're giving a lot of respect to HUAT ZAI. And I feel that's something which you don't do with some of these Asian teams who have the aim. You don't give them the respect, because if you do that, they're just going to maul you, as Spiel's going to open it up, just running up A. And this should be a pretty easy round here. And TZ at least picks up the Mac 10, but yeah, HUAT ZAI, they're going to tie things up.
I have to say, though, I've been pretty impressed by HUAT ZAI so far. This is the best we've ever seen them.
Don't say that, Dink. I remember Mirage, the first game, how the way they shut it down against Sigma on the B bomb side.
Oh,
they were good.
True. That was probably the best B bomb side hold we've seen in this tournament so far.
Why are you going for that splash gate? Why?
Well, thank you for the op. Let's see if Mayros can keep it. That's going to be the difficult part. And the answer is at least no to that question, Bly, but still, what are you doing? Why?
You wait for your teammates to get up close mid and then drop down.
Or don't
right?
drop down.
Like,
there's
yeah,
there's that option too, you know? You have to take a little look at your money.
Look, telling some of these guys not to drop down, let's be real, Dinko. They're not going to listen.
No. But at least they do have money on the team. Neff is a little bit low on cash now. He's had to be the bank. And what Splashky peeking down in towards middle, he's going to have a couple of players running towards him. He's not going to get anything because Neff is. He's got 3. And well, oh my god, Splashky, just throw it away.
Oh,
get rid of it. It hits the hardest shot through the wall, of course. And well, Olivia goes down, and it's going to be HUAT ZAI taking the lead. 6-5 out of the T side so far. Beyond, they don't really have the money again, Blood. We're in a real terrible situation for the Thai team. They never have money to play with. It's going to be a buy, of course, but the utility is not going to be quite there. This is nice from Neff. Luckily, he's there because Splashky wasn't doing anything.
Splashky's having a little bit of a rough tournament, if you ask me. Like, these moments of brilliance have been very, very like non-existent, I might say. As Bulbasaur comes charging out, but he can find nothing. Aggression from the seed is finally. They just put a stop to the hole towards Long. They found both. They have complete control of Long, Dinko. And now there's no need for them to overextend here. The short has been given up. I'm personally not a big fan of this. What is that? Smoke?
I think it was meant to land in the bomb site, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of bounced a little bit. And while May rolls, Olivia and K and TZ with the kills. A pretty exciting round overall, but now it's Splashky under pressure. He's got that first kill on the jumping player, but he's in the open. And K and TZ will take him away. That's a round picked up for Beyond. A nice one from Olivia with a double kill. And QQ stepping up as well. There was moments there from Splashky and Ronin, but it will be a round picked up for Beyond as they tie things up.
They do, they do. It's been pretty back and forth, back and forth. I just want to look at the shot from Meryl's because that looked kind of disgusting from his opponent's POV. He had a scout dinko and he was walking up from CD spawn. That should have been like a free kill for the T from that A bomb side. But yeah, that failed smoke could have. I feel like that could have really helped matters out. Even for Splash here, right? He gets a kill and a jumping out. The smoke would have still been in play, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't have to deal with the guy towards long. He could isolate the fight for the player pushing up short. So, tiny little mistakes, Stinko. That's the thing with Counter-Strike. It's about these milliseconds and millimeters. There's another play coming up towards Cat. It's going to be Neff leading the way. Olivia, he's got his weapon of choice, though, and is lying in wait.
Well, sorry, I've already sent all the players up middle. Bulbasaur is just charging on in. Mayrolls under pressure, gets one kill, but falls on the STK, and he's gone. Oh my god. Well, Olivia alongside KTZ. They're the last two remaining players. The only option is to save into the next round. That's just a real quick play straight up middle. And I have to ask questions now of Beyond's mid defense, or lack thereof, and Behold. I suppose that statement works for that as well.
Well, that's the biggest issue, right? When you're telegraphing so very easily what your setup is, it's something that WhatsApp is going to be abusing again and again. How many rounds have WhatsApp been able to just run up short, run up cat, and get the bomb down? Even the round where we just had the deagles, if you remember, right? And when that happens, WhatsApp are like, all right, you know, and then they're going to be playing heavy long. They're going to be giving up short and just going to be going for the retake plays. So it just kind of unimaginative, like a lack of imagination from Beyond in the CD side setup. And that was a smart call from WhatsApp. They postured up towards Cat a little bit. The three players were there, and immediately they just go for the fast hit towards mid to B. And that setup from Beyond is just kind of, it's not going to work out. You kind of find maybe one kill, which I think it was Meryl who got the kill from the boxes outside B doors, and then a second player, I think it was SDK on the bomb, so just getting immediately shift deleted by Spiels. But even if STK got a kill over there, Dinko, it would have been a 3v3. Bomb down in B bomb site. Do you really go for the retake? You don't. You're just going to save your gun. So it was almost a win round, a one round for WhatsApp the moment they got the kill on the SDK. So it's a scrappy setup so far from Beyond, and the money is grim. They can buy. Meryl's can buy. QQ can be dropped. Maybe UMP, SDK can buy pistol and some armor for himself. But I think they're gonna just save, which isn't too bad. What I'd like to see from them in this final two rounds, Dinko, is some big cojones play.
Yeah, it would be nice to just kind of show what Beyond have. Slap that side of the face with it, maybe. GQ has got himself up in towards short. We've got Neff in the lower tunnels and STK pushing through upper. So, oh my god, they haven't spotted each other. What? How? How does that happen? What are you watching? STK, though, he'll find an easy kill. That's an AK picked up. And that does make this buy look much, much better for Beyond. Look, you've got STK and an AK, KTZ as well, an AWP in the hands of Olivia. This is looking pretty good for Beyond, all things considered. And now they move forward in towards A long. Once I look to try and take A, but the gap. Look at the gap. Look, they need two there. You need two to smoke off the CT cross, and only one was used. And then Ronan, he'll find himself a headshot. KTZ going down. Nonetheless, you've got Ronan, so you can get onto the bomb site. It's all about holding on to it now because you're a man down, you've lost Neff, and now you have to try and win this round alone. And Ronan, he is enough. He's got himself another kill, finally shut down by QQ. And Spiels trying his best in the site, but the nade is too much to handle. Now it's just Splashkey. He has been quiet in this tournament so far, but this would be a nuclear performance if he can take down both players and win this clutch. And that's exactly what he does, Blur. 8 rounds picked up for HUAT ZAI, and he survives the nightmare.
Well, that was a splash we want to see more often. Confident plays from him, but yeah, that looked quite scary. Bobo just giving away free AK-47, and I feel like if the retake was a little bit more well timed by Beyond, like they could have had like a 3v1 advantage over Splash Kid there. But here we go. Buy going to be coming in. It's not the best of buys. There's no AWP out for any of the players for the Beyond side. And again, Dinko, they just go back to their the traditional hold towards A, and Neff is ready and waiting. That's an easy kill for him. Now he knows KNTZ is nearby, and he's waiting for backup to arrive, and backup, well, it arrives, but doesn't matter. He's still going to get the kills. Ronin, the splash key. They get a couple of kills simultaneously, and Ronin's there to finish up. Ronin's like just, well, a Ronin. Just running around like a masterless samurai, just taking kills at will, just being this unpredictable force of nature, and he's just been very impactful here at T side. The problem for me, Dinko, is the CD side from him. That's where he needs to rein his aggression in and play more with the team than just going for these solo plays, which can work on the T side, but that's where it kind of fell apart, I felt like, on their on the CD side for HUAT ZAI against some of the other teams they played.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, especially if he has a good T half, he looked way too confident. He thought he could do the same kind of stuff with the CT side. He ended up giving away his life needlessly. And when they got into that sort of downturn where they were starting to lose rounds, it got even worse, I feel, because he put the pressure on himself to be that player that has to step up and get you advantages into the rounds. So I hope that he's a little bit more tempered in his aggression coming into this match. And this is a pretty good start for HUAT ZAI into the series, right? They're up 9-6 on Dust 2. From an eye test, they look like the much better team in terms of just not so much tactics, but just the way they're playing in terms of individual ability. They get a lot of kills across the server, and Beyond haven't really been able to handle that just yet. So hopefully on this T side, we get to see more of Beyond, sort of being able to dictate the pace, slowing it down across the map, figuring out what they want to do. And now Olivia just walking up long, but look at the lack of information that's provided. It's going to be the hit in towards the same bomb side. Olivia, he's got 4 players here on the A side for the TT side. It's so disjointed here from Beyond, but it's working out. 3 kills picked up. Spiels and Ronin, the last 2 remaining players, trying to get back over to the same bomb site. And well, Beyond, they look to try and get the plant through, but they're in the open taking fights. And Spiels, he can't hit anything. He had opportunity after opportunity, and now he's left alone. In a 1 versus 3, hasn't been able to hit anything. Hasn't been able to take anybody down. And the flank has been hurt, but it doesn't matter. QQ, bullet in the cranium of Spiels. It's a 7th round picked up for Beyond. And they needed that pistol. And blah, they've got it.
They've got it. And the thing with that from HUAT ZAI, I got to give them credit. They didn't just sit back. They gathered so much information, Dinko, that they started just pushing out towards long, which is kind of little unfortunate for them that they pushed out the moment that Beyond were looking to go for the take, which led to that kind of like a closer range gun duel where the Glocks just kind of came out on top, despite Olivia falling early. I like this from HUAT ZAI. They have a little bit of a lead. They're like, you know what? Let's not force things. It's okay. Let's eco it. Full eco. Well, not really. They still have a couple of P250s, but like a $800 investment ain't too bad. Like a flashbang, a couple of P250s. A flashbang from Bulbasaur. He's holding it. He's going to pop it for his 2 players towards Cat. Haven't spotted anyone out yet, though. And it's going to be SDK. He's going to be making contact. If he does head towards Cat, that is.
Well, the 4 players in the tunnels will start to make their way forward with Neff and Ronin trying to hold a bit of a crossfire. Maybe. Beyond don't check car. That sort of things can go a little bit rough, but hopefully they're good enough to check the car position, and that's exactly what they're going to do. QQ coming through, Ronin going down. Neff does get 1 kill on the P250 due to the distraction, but the rest of the kills coming in for Beyond across the board. And Bulbasaur and Splashgate, it's just a matter of time before they join their fellow teammates in the grave.
At least one kill. I guess I'll be happy with that as Bobo gets taken down by Olivia. Clean round. They lose a scout, Dinko. That's not too bad at all for Beyond. And now the buy should be coming in for HUAT ZAI. I actually would have... I don't know. I kind of feel like I would have liked it if HUAT ZAI had just gone for a half buy this round, you know? Maybe some deagles, a scout or something, do some damages. I would like for them to go for their op setup. I think they're... You know, with Neff on the AWP alongside Splash K, like the double op setup, I think it's pretty deadly on the CD side, and you know, leaving Ronin as kind of like this X factor. Heavy presence towards long, Dinko, and Beyond, not going to waste any time. They're sending up 4 players up towards short. The nade's going to go in deep, does a bit of damage in the Merald as Splashgift finds QQ, and Bulbasaur is going to go for the wide swing and gets punished for it, but they're getting shut down over at Cat. 1 player remains on top. It's going to be all on Olivia, and Neff comes running up and takes his head off. And Beyond trying to mix things up, trying to go for a much faster play, but ZAI more than ready for it.
Well, a good showing in the second half so far. Been able to find themselves 10 rounds on the board. AK's picked up as well going into this next round. This is not bad at all. Splashkey, you can see just the positioning off towards the long side. Bulbasaur was positioned well with him. They just kind of spread the attack too thin. And I think the spacing was a little bit off here from Beyond. They were just walking it a little bit too far apart. It was costing them. It was giving easy fights to HUAT side. They go together there. Possibly. Splash goes down quickly. Then you focus the fight onto the ramp player. But Ronan.
Why?
Just Ronan.
Ronan's the reason ZAI wins these rounds, and also the reason why they lose so many rounds. Which means, like, he nullifies his own impact in the game, which is so strange. You don't do that. You don't win the duel. You're down to half HP, and you continue to hold W. There's no reason to do that. You've done your job. You got the opening kill. Fall back. Instead, this is what happens. He gets taken down. He gets the opening kill, but ZAI still have the man advantage. Beyond have the man advantage, and now Neff has so much work to do. Dinko, there's nowhere nearby. No one nearby, and it's slowly falling back towards mid. But luckily for him, Beyond have kind of given up this B bomb site. Oh, he gets spotted out. Double P comes in, and there we go. I don't think they're aware. The B is open. They're actually going to be heading towards A bomb site where everyone else is there. Bulbasaur is positioned. They might not spot him out. He's going to get the dink in. Doesn't get the kill, though. He gets the dink, and he's still looking to take the fight. Backup arriving. Flashbang's going to go up high from his teammate from long. It's not going to find anything, but Bulbasaur is good for the kill. Finds STK. It's a 2v2. Look at the health of Olivia. Look at the health of Bulbasaur. But it's retake, Dinko. It's so winnable, Olivia. Out in the open, it is so very low, and the flank is on. Meryl's won't be expecting this. This is daunting.
Yeah, Spiels will take this. Nice and easy. There we go. Completely preoccupied with a short player. Or should I say the site player that forgot about the possibility of a short player, and that's going to be 11 rounds to the board for HUAT side. Very unfortunate there for Beyond. Could have definitely picked that up, but that would have, that definitely would have turned things around here in the second half.
I guess they were expecting, I don't know, like, looking at the time they had, Dinko, I felt like the moment they got the kill at mid, the B bomb side would have been, like, the mid to B play would have been the right play, I feel like. Because by the time they went up towards A, there was not much time remaining. They had to just go for the push, and yeah, Boba's position was really, really good. And great work from him, actually, getting the dink and the kill. Well, it's easier for us to, criticize, considering, we have the advantage of the X-rays and the radar and everything, but Beyond's they're not gonna be very chuffed with the way that one played out. Gonna be an eco, maybe some pistols coming out for the Thai side, but ZAI, I think they have the 3-round lead and they need just 5 more rounds to take the lead in the series.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. The fact that HUAT have come in and played so well here, that it's only a couple of evident mistakes, and one weakness maybe in his form Splashkey at times, but he started to step it up a little bit more in the second half and get a few important kills. But Ronan, it's all about whether or not he can play this smart. He's going to peek into the open. Oh my god, Ronan, what are you doing, dude? What is that? You're going up against the low bar. At least you should have that read. You don't play that close to the tunnels against a potential B rush, and now you've just given away everything. Bulbasaur, Splashkey, and Spiels, a 3 versus 5. QQ and Olivia just taking kill after kill. It's the round 1 for Beyond, and it was just a couple of Mac 10s and MP7 in play. Terrible buy coming from Beyond, but an even worse hold from HUAT side.
How have they won this? I looked at the buy. I was just about to touch upon. I'm like, oh, they're going for the full commit, and I'm like, not a big fan. Ronan, like you said, Dinko, he should have known what the buy would have been like. They should have played a much more passive angle. Number 1. Right? Number 2, he peers out. What does he see? He sees at least 3 players in towards tunnel. What does he do? He holds an angle where the MAC-10s and SMGs can just completely wreck him. If I'm there, I fall back towards the car. At least I'll have some cover. At least I'll be able to hold an angle which I can defend and maybe even get a spray down because, you know, they have to walk into his crosshair. Instead, it just sits outside wide and gets nothing done. It does a bit of damage, but it's not good enough. Oh, that was just... Look at this, right? He spots them, sticks around. He had time to go back into a corner. He had time. He could have just legged it over there. And then Neff just runs out and just stands blinded in the open for like half an hour. That's just brutal. Now, it's kind of like a half... kind of a half buy, but Neff has gone for a pretty heavier investment compared to the rest of his compadres. Not necessarily a big fan of that. You want to keep the money equal for your team, but... No, let's see what they do here.
Ooh, Molotov's going to clear the close corner. Beyond can slow it down. And this is the opportunity they cannot afford to squander. They have looked so rough here in Dust 2. QQ, he's gone and got himself Ronin. And I feel like Ronin has died a lot over towards his B-bomb side blur.
Like we said, right? His T side, unpredictable, lethal. CD side, his unpredictability is his downfall. It becomes predictable.
Yeah, I mean, you know he's going to be coming at you, right? And you just figure out what position he's playing as B. You just can either see him through the tunnels or through lower mid. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to think about how you're going to approach that. And here comes the push on towards the A bomb site. You've got Splashkey over here with just a USP. Bulbasaur and Splashkey taking kills though, Blair, and beyond they're hemorrhaging far too many May rolls. Takes down Splashkey finally. QQ luckily is inside of middle. You won't be able to wreck Bulbasaur, but look at Spiels. He nearly catches the timing, but it doesn't even matter. Neff, he's got the headshot. QQ goes down, and this Koopia around with beyond just crumble.
What are you doing?
ATC is a little bit in a risky spot right there.
Just tossed the AWP downstairs.
It's like, there you go. You want an AWP? Have fun. That's going to blow right your way in the 10 seconds. What? And there we go. And that's going to be Spiels going down, and well, should be the round recovered. But, you know, if they just sits back, if he's seeing that open towards CT and he doesn't want to go for this, he would be able to just save that open over now, which is a little bit interesting.
I feel like he panicked a little bit, KNTZ. He wanted to toss. He thought they would probably come up cat and get the... Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Provided by KNTC, the best courier service in Asia.
If it like, I get the idea, right? He wanted to ensure they don't get the AWP, but you don't toss in the CT. You just toss it somewhere else. Oh, Neff. He's whiffed the shot. They're on the hunt. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. The bomb's going to explode. He should hold on to this. That was such a strange round. I mean, great attempt from ZAI to almost bring it back, but strange round from Beyond.
I mean, Beyond probably... KTZ probably could have just thrown it behind him. Just further towards the side so he can defend it. They have to cross over to get it, but... this is a nice shot from Splashkey. Wasn't expecting too much from him, to be honest, but he uses the cover and gets a little bit aggressive. Meryl's presented that kill. But yeah, pretty good round, actually, from HUAT side in terms of the damage they were able to do. And now we go into this round. It's going to be a good start. I love that it comes back to bite them, blah. I love it.
That's gonna just slow Beyond's T side here to a stop. The op dropped a T spawn, bombs down there as well. That has to be retrieved, and now I don't really have much information. And yeah, Neff, that op saved, coming in handy, getting the opening kill. And again, I just got to remind viewers, one thing about ZAI are their pistols are pretty solid indeed. Shouldn't be facing again Neff. There's no point. He gets tagged down. He's still gonna face them. He does have backup nearby, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. Reposition. Go somewhere else. Go towards A.
Spiels around the corner. Deagle in his hands. KNTC's always got around the corner. It'll be an easy kill for him. Spiels goes down. And that's at least a kill back in here for Beyond as they look to try and get another. Neff tries to pick out in towards the long area, but it's May rolls with another kill for the T side. And Neff, he's doing so much of this picked up AWP. He saved it over from the last round. And he is causing
problems. What the hell? What?
What is that? What is that shot from Neff? Just a no-scope flick through the smoke. And now it's KNTZ 1 HP up against Ronin on the Deagle. He's coming from short. That's the kill. Surely 12 to 10. ZAI They just absolutely destroy them. Neff,
I
what?
understand.
Let's do this again. I really don't care about these early shots. This one, what is this? Why? Why does this happen? I mean,
Oh. Oh, oh, thought he dropped to his death there.
Splashki's on 1 HP. He will get away. They're gonna have to concede the bomb plant here, so Beyond are gonna get that down. Olivia positioned in towards short with the Tech 9. It starts to run down in towards his position. Bulbasaur just around this right side, and Olivia's gonna start tamping. Bulbasaur with the kill. Olivia goes down, and now STK. Nice shot on the Deagle. This could be happening, Bly. We could be seeing Beyond pick this round up, but it looks like it is done. Splashki's on 1 HP. KTC making up for his previous errors of dropping that up down. He steps up in the next one, gets the 3K, and Splashki's got to get out of there. That size A hold was just non-existent. They give it up immediately, and Splashki, causing himself a couple of problems there. Gets away, has to save away into the to CT, repositions. That gives up the A bomb site completely. There's no fallback plan. There's no plan B. And Beyond can just take the site, get the bomb down, and White side just hemorrhage too many players.
Look at the money for HUAT as well. This is grim. Splashy's got cash apart from that, the rest of them. And this is just like, oh, just getting picked apart. Every Ronin caught with Tech Knight in the distance. They had Deagles, even Glocks in the mix, Dinko. That's just rough, but yeah, brilliant word from KNTZ. Olivia, though, he's like, okay, face me. Face me, I dare you. Face me. Deagle from Spiels, taps away. Oh. That's not it, Splash. That's not it, Splash. I've never seen the grenade actually bounce off that. Force buy, Dinko. If Beyond wins this, they break them. They break the money. And again, it's CD side economy. Oh, this is looking mighty scary for ZAI.
Maybe Beyond, they're finally gonna see what it feels like to be Tyloo, to be Vici, to be Invictus, to give your team, the opponent, a little bit of hope, and snatch it all away from them at the last second, Blur. See if that does work out.
Could be the case.
Yeah, and here comes the push into the B bomb side. Flashes up, Neff hiding around the corner. 5-7, rattling shots as he peeks out to the right side, but it's QQ with the initial kill. Yeah, that's enough to force the safe call. They have to get out of there. So it's 12-12, evened up the tie side. I mean, it hasn't been the best performance from them, but certainly much better in these recent rounds now as they're starting to get closer and closer to a scoreline that they can be comfortable with.
At least they saved the two big guns. Oh, Obo. Well, it was a scout, so it's fine, I guess. I don't want Beyond to go hunting these guns. Look at the money, guys. It's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. Looks like they're still gonna go for it, Dinko. Oh, no. Oh, just hold the line. Don't lose your weapons. It's fine. It's not really worth it. Ronin! Wait, what?
Did you just go AFK? Or what's going on there, Ronin?
Okay. All right. Talk about these crazy young, 16 or 17-year-old reactions, but that was like zero reaction from him. That was the op, Dinko. That was the op. They had the M4, they had a scout and an AWP. They lose a scout, you're like, man, so it's okay. They still have the AWP and M4, but they lose that. And now you look at the money. 1,903 players, 2,300 for Ronin, who had the op, and Splashkid, the only one with some semblance of some money with the rifle as well. So now they have to take a tactical timeout, talk things through, and they're like, okay, what do we do now? Because if I'm them, I just eco this. There's no point going for the buy. Just like a full eco coming out from them, and then you buy into the next round. But that means Beyond. This is a free virtually a free opportunity to get around number 13 and go into the lead this late in the game.
This is a very important time ahead here for Beyond. They cannot afford to lose this nightmare scenario. It would play out to be. And Mayrolls, long hit coming his way. Oh my god, he's caught in the open, but it doesn't matter. QQ taking 2 kills. Mayrolls getting 1 alongside STK, and that's the round done. Ronin on the other end of the map. It's 13-12. It's going to be 3 rounds away from victory now. Blair here for Beyond and Dust 2. I think if they take Dust 2, that's probably going to be that series going their way 2-0. I don't see a world in which ZAI... I don't see a world in which they win the series, but at all. But I do see a world in which they at least get a map, and it had to happen here on Dust 2. And Ronin, there we go. Nice little knife kill. STK shanked up. That's going to be a rifle collected by Ronin. He's going to carry that into the next one. 13-12. Beyond. 3 away now. Be pretty happy about this. Don't think Ronin is going to go any further, so Olivia won't be a problem. Some of these tunnels players, they want to get rid of this. Duker's looking for
If
it.
he survives, Dinko, he's going to have enough money to drop an op towards... I'm going to give it a Neff, looking the way he's playing.
Oh, no, the timing.
Even then, Dinko, that knife, the money he got from that, that's an AWP. That's an AWP. Of course, a rifle save would have been even better because you could have just dropped the op and held onto the rifle over there. But if I'm him, I buy an AWP and give it to Neff because Neff's been hitting some, well, ridiculous shots. But you know what? He's just going to stick with the M4, which is fair because that means they'll have more utility, which is something that's clearly lacking for them at the moment. 2 smokes and 4 flashbangs for 4 players, while Ronin's the only one with a full belt of utility to work with. 30-2, Dinko. I don't know which way this one's gonna go.
Right now, probably going to be going Beyond's way, honestly, from the signs that I've seen. They just have a better buy in this round as well. Flat side, if they lose this follow-up, they use this round here, their next buy is going to be terrible. So Ronin needs to step up. He's blinded. He only gets the 1 kill. He's caught in the open. And now Neff, he's stuck in middle. And like you said, only player defending the B-bomb site. And he's willing to make that risky play. So now they're a man down early on into the round. But luckily, they have a trade back elsewhere. And Spiels is going to do work, taking the man advantage. In fact, and Neff just running through the window. How has Beyond let this happen? How have they just let so many players die? And now Olivia realizes it's time to be the star. And well, he's not hitting anything. He's going to go back for more. It's STK. Olivia now looking down the barrel of the door. Going to have to try and hit this shot. And that's exactly what he's going to go and do. And Olivia delivers. 3 kills picked up. He needed to step up. And 21 and 19. I mean, he's performing well in terms of the statistics, but he hasn't really been on my lips too much in terms of, talking about Olivia's performance coming up. He hasn't been doing that star performance we know he's capable of overall. Blair. Did a little bit of a quieter showing from it.
Yeah, it has been. But then again, let's take a look at the kill spread for the team, right? It's 19 for QQ and 23 for KNTZ. That's the gap between the 4 players, while STK and Olivia are like 21 or 22. Meryl's the only kind of comparatively low performer, but everyone's putting in the work. So that's what I want to say. I don't want Olivia being forced to drop like a 30 bomb for them to win against a team like HUAT, for crying out loud. Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would like to see him be able to do it, right? Because that's kind of the scenario that you expect him to perform is against some of these lower tier teams and show up and smash them. But this is ridiculous. A mid aggression coming in from the CT side. They get a couple of kills. Another one. Oh, God. Well, 2 players still alive for Beyond. They get map point. Looking to try and clean up Dust 2.
The money's good. They're fine. They're fine. Not expensive. But how has this happened? Like, well, ZAI, they were looking pretty solid, but the CT side, Dinko, it's a bit of a problem. Especially when you're relying on an unreliable player like Ronin to hold on to the B-bomb site. Again, that's the thing with Ronin. He is kind of one-dimensional in his approach to the game. He's really good. Individually, the kid is gifted. He's fantastic, but I wouldn't rely on him to hold a bomb site. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And Spiels is going to be in a little bit of a pickle. He's burning alive inside there, and it blinded the player. Spiels going to be taking out STK, and they're just manhandling this A-bomb side, Dinko. As Meryl's maybe a little bit too much from him, overextending, but he spots both the players, and now Ronin Time for him to shine. Flashes his way through. He's going to come on out. There's a player blinded, but STK is ready and waiting. And it's now a 1v3 Neft. His position compromised. I know where he's coming in from. Flames at his feet. And I believe, Dinko, this is the end. He's picked up an AWP. He's pulled off some miraculous shots in the past. But this might be a little bit too much of a tall ask for him to do. And QQ will nail the final nail into the coffin. Kind of a disappointing end to that game. I felt like it would be much more